Now guys, it's Friday. We got snow. Actually, what happened, we got about 6 or 7 inches of slush, and now it's froze. So it's not nice out. We got this Wednesday, and got a little dusting last night, not much, but we got that cleaned up, and it's just not nice. Don't like it, but this is what it's like here. So we're only going to get more now. The weatherman said it was supposed to go up to 1400 degrees today, but it didn't yet. So it's been a crazy week with the storm. My snowblower, which is only a year old, I had to take it apart and clean the carburetor because it wouldn't go. I made a mistake and left the gas in it last year, or last spring, wasn't even last year, and it all shellacked in there and wouldn't go, so I had to take the carburetor off and clean it out, which was no big deal, but I never had that happen before, not in that short a period of time. So got through that. It's working good now. So anyways, I didn't get much on the car done, so this morning I thought I want to put this piece in. So that line there looks a lot better than this line, so I'm going to try to keep my line there, and everything below the tape, top edge of the tape, I'm going to cut off, and that way I may be able to hold my shape better. Plus I got my pieces out there for the extensions so that I save this shape. So that's where I'm at. Just going to take the time on this and try to get this in there right. So, because as you can see, this one's got a whole lot better bottom in it, and I got to go up to there because the edge is bad. But on the front, I'm lucky because the edge is good. I got the rust all on there, but rust off, or whatever you call it, and I gotta sand that, but it's all good under there. So here's where I'm at. Like I said, I just gotta try and hold that same shape. That's my plan anyways, try to. So just gonna take my time, do some cutting here and fitting nice and slowly, see if we can get this in here, and that'll take care of the metal work on this fender, and we can move on to the other one, which I don't know what it's going to be like, but we'll see when we get to her. So I'll be back. Get that cut off, show you what I got. Yeah, this is one of them parts that's got to be in the exact right spot, so got to go slow. So well, I got her caught, and she's fitting good. Got a little bit of a gap there, enough to weld through. Might be able to get that up just a little bit tighter, but right now my marks are right on, or my measurements, and that's from here to there, and there to there. So, and I just had this piece sitting up in there for my radius. As you can see, it looks pretty good just holding it up there. If I get it right way. Actually, if I put it the right way, you can't see. None of this stuff fits great. I noticed when I put this on here, and there's no movement, and there's a big lip here, and this isn't, so this is going to take some fiddle, but the line is on, so that's one good thing. And I may be able to move that around, or I don't know, but we'll get to that when we get to that. So but this one here, I noticed that there's quite a drop right here, and I might have to grind out the holes just to move that out just a tad. So it's like when you fix one thing, you see another, and you just, mind never stops. You just and I'll finish this and think about what I'm going to do there later on. So, but I'm going to take that back off, give this a sanding on both sides so it's nice and clean. And I wanted to keep my edge so there, because this part was good. So that's what I've done. I'll just weld that down through there and maybe on the back side and grind it. So I still got my nice edge left and still got my nice roll here. So if I can get that welded nice and flush and grind it, it shouldn't take a whole lot of body work right there. So this is going a little better than I thought. It's 10 after 10 and I've only been at this like half an hour, so that's not bad. I don't think, not for me anyway. So, but just thought I'd give you a shot here, what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. And so far, so good. So, make that fender a whole lot better. So, and that should be the last patch on this fender. Anyways, we'll be back. Here we go. Got her welded on. Welds are a lot lower than I usually get, which is good. Less grinding. Get good penetration on the inside. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm not going to grab that with my bare hands. It's probably hot. But I'm just going to let that cool down really cool and grind it off with the flap wheel. And test those pieces on there. Make sure they fit. I already did, but I'll give you a shot at how good they fit afterwards. So I'll be back and hopefully that'll be it for this front piece of the fender. Alright guys, we got her on. Looks pretty good. One little spot I got a hit right there. Again. Other than that, she looks really good. Around the edge, good now. And right here, some of this turned out like I can't even hardly tell, but I still got my line because I went below it there, and I just stuck that piece on there, and which is hard to do here one-handed, but we'll try. See if I can hold that in there. And like I said, it's going to need tweaked. Whoops, but fits on there good, and that's as far as that piece goes out. So it's going to need some fitting there, because it just don't fit that fender really good, and that's the piece off of this fender. Push that down. There's that line there. It's good, but she's down there, which will twist, I suspect. But that one there, the hole's going to have to be oblonged a little and lined up, or if that's the way it fits, then that's the way she'll be. But it does fit good there. Everything's lining up good, so holes are lined up. Actually, that can go down just a little. I don't know if you can see them holes or not, but and there's a metal piece that goes in between these two, sandwiches them together, which I have in a box over there. So, well, it's 10 to 12, and I think I'll cut that out right there, and because it's a little too deep. The rest of it's all right. I got the rust killer on it, and it looks like it's done its thing. And these ones here, I think will be all right once they're sanded, and maybe I'll give it another shot. But that rust off is leaving a coating like primer. You can actually feel it and see it. So, and then when I sanded it, you can see where it's. So maybe it is good stuff. So, anyways, I'm gonna cut that out. Funny part is, it's not even bad on the back side. See if I can show you here, knocking the fender over. It's all black primer in there, factory stuff. So I got good penetration there. I'm going to clean that up a little bit too, I think, just smoothing her up. And I really like how that fender that tip turned out. So this fender's almost good to go. I get that little circle attached or replaced, and we're going to set this one back on the car and dig out the other one. And that's probably all I'm going to get done today, because I had to go do some shopping, Christmas shopping. So I'll do that up real quick, and then I'll come back and finish this up for today. I'll be back. Well guys, I got that spot in. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was. It was actually quite thick, but I'm glad I cut it out. It's welded on both sides just to make sure, and got a little bit of dollying to do. It's got a little bit of a bump right there, but nothing serious. That's it on this fender. That's all the welding on the fender. All them spots, like up in behind that bracket, once I'm done the welding on the whole car, I'm gonna go back and mix up some epoxy primer and take a brush and just soak everything down in behind and whatnot. And then I'll be scuffing all this, cleaning it up and epoxy priming it and painting inside the panels where I can. Just so that I try to get the rust so it's not coming back. I'm not going to get it all. This thing had too much in it, but if I can get majority of it and keep my fingers crossed that it doesn't come back, that's what I'm hoping. But all in all, fender, the metal work's done on the fender, and I really like how that turned out. That looks really good to me. So, and everything's fitting, so that's what I was looking for. And I actually just dosed it again with the rust killer in there around that brace, because I don't want to take that brace out. So I just saturated that, and I'll probably do it again before I put it on the car. And next thing I do will be taking this off. And I watched a video of VW Darren's and stone fir balls all on the Cowl here, and VW Darren was saying about all the seam sealer letting go in there, drying out and everything. So I was curious, I went and checked, and it is. So I'm going to, I don't know if you can see in there, I'm going to dig all that out as best I can and re-seam seal it. And I'm going to get some paint up in here somehow or another. Down in there, whoop, there's a couple screwdrivers. Didn't know I had. Well, I guess I knew I had them, they just disappeared. And vacuum that all out, because that is where the water runs down through. But it's all good in there. And I looked down in here, and it's all, that's where Bill had some holes there, and I was curious, so I come out and I checked, and it's all good down in there, everything. So I'm lucky there. I'll just got to re-seam seal it. Actually, there's none even there, but I'll put some there. And so that was good. Them guys put them videos up there because give me a chance, or maybe think, to look down in here, and it's all good. So that's a bonus. Just gotta clean it up and get some paint down in there. So, and I got a seam seal here, and I'm going to repaint right straight up through. And I wasn't really sure how to do this because the dash is going black. So what I think I'll do is start down here, paint it black up along these body lines and around along here and right straight through on the dash, and paint that all black because the interior is going to be black eventually. And VW Darren said something about painting this part the same color as the car, so that was good information because I wasn't sure there. And if you look, this was painted the same color as the car, so, and it was black under the hood, so that made that decision a little easier. So still got a little bit of seam sealer there to scrape out and redo everything. So we'll get her all cleaned up and get her painted. So anyways guys, just a little bit today. like I said, it's almost 1 o'clock and got to do a little bit of Christmas shopping. Everything's getting a little crazy, so I wanted to get a little bit done on the car every day because I got to get this done. It's just driving me crazy. Lucky I have a very, very patient wife. That's, you know, if I got her in the screen there, this really puts up with me being out here all the time and good enough to come and help sometimes, so it's always good. But anyways, I never got a chance to do the cab chat yet. It's just a crazy week, so as soon as I get a chance I'll do that. And I'm gonna let you go here. I'm gonna try to get out tomorrow morning, work on the other fender a little bit and go from there. So anyways, if I don't see you again, hope everybody has a Merry Christmas and have a good weekend. So we'll talk to you later.